When change is real, someone doesn't need to convince you that it's real. You would see it, you would feel it, you would know it. And I've heard from so many people over just the last few days, well, he said this, well, she said that. What if they didn't say it? What would you see? What would you feel? What would you know? Now, I'm not talking about if you're resistant because you've been just so heartbroken and you're not really willing to see that someone's changed. That's a different thing. That means there's work to do on your end. And remember, you don't have to do any of it if you don't want to. But what I'm talking about is when someone's trying to convince you that they've changed, but the actions don't represent it, what you're hearing doesn't really, it's not really making sense, and you don't feel it, you don't know it. So if you're not sure, take the same exact actions or words and have them, and imagine they were being said to one of your kids or your best friend. What would you tell your kids? What would you tell your best friend? It becomes very clear when we take it off of us and put it on someone we love. So if someone is trying to convince you about all the changes, take a look. How does that feel? What do you know for sure? And so often we want to believe something so much more than what we're actually seeing, feeling, believing. Now, can change happen? Of course it can, but go by the small things. Go by what you are actually seeing and feeling and embodying, because it's not always what someone says. They can talk a big game, and that keeps the whole dynamic in play. When it doesn't work anymore, that's when change really happens. I hope that helps.